If you want to say I have eaten, we say he comido, he comido, he comido. Take a few moments to repeat that to yourself. I have eaten, and it's he, that's the I have bit, he comido, he comido. So let's take that he comido apart now. For the I have bit, we have he, and you may know tengo for I have, and tengo is used for, or the verb tener is used for possession. So I have a car, tengo un coche, possession. But I have eaten, I have bought something, that I have is a different type of verb, and that I have is he, and the comido is eaten, and you can see that it's come from comer, to eat, but with the ending ido, I-D-O, ido. So he comido, I have eaten. If we wanted to say I have learnt, to learn is aprender. So the learnt bit will be aprendido, using ido, aprendido. I have learnt, he aprendido. So we started off with he comido, I've eaten, and he aprendido, I have learnt, he aprendido. And if beber is to drink, I have drunk is he bebido, he bebido, he bebido, I have drunk, using the ido. To live is vivir, so I have lived would be he vivido, he vivido. I have lived in Spain, he vivido en España, he vivido en España. Coger is to catch, coger, to catch. He cogido, I have, or I've caught, he cogido. So, ido, vivido, aprendido, etc. If the verb is an AR verb, so not ER or IR, if it's AR, for example, hablar, then it would be hablado, hablado, for spoken, hablado, hablado. So I have spoken or I have talked would be he hablado, he hablado. Comprar is to buy, so I have bought, he comprado, he comprado, ado, 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 ado. I've played, he jugado, he jugado. So if it's ER or IR, it's ido, and if not, if it's AR, it's ado. So let's practice what we have learned so far. You can refer to the on-screen grid for support and then begin to look away from it so that you don't use it, or do without it straight away. Depends how confident you are. How would we say I've worked in Spain? I've worked in Spain. And to work is trabajar, trabajar. So I've worked in Spain would be he trabajado en España. He trabajado en España. How about I have learnt a lot? I have learnt a lot. To learn is aprender. So I have learnt a lot would be he aprendido mucho. He aprendido mucho. We could even say he aprendido mucho en España. I've learnt a lot in Spain. And how about I have eaten a lot? I have eaten a lot. What would that be? He comido mucho. He comido mucho. Or it could be I've eaten too much. He comido demasiado. He comido demasiado. So far, we have just looked at I have done something. I've eaten. I've played. So what will it be for you have or have you? And he has, she has, we have, they have, etc. These are all quite guessable and very easy to remember. So let's start off with you have or have you done something, and you know that it's going to end in an S, and you have or have you is has, H-A-S, has. ¿Has comido? Have you eaten? ¿Has vivido en España? Have you lived in Spain? For he, she, it has, we let the S part go from as, and we end up with a, H-A, a, for he or she, it has. So, ha bebido mucho. He or she has drunk a lot. Ha comido mucho también. He or she has eaten a lot as well. Ha comido. He or she has eaten. Ha fracasado. It has failed. Ha fracasado. It has failed. Or she or he has failed. María ha vivido en Londres. María has lived in Spain. So he or she has a. And for we have, it's hemos. Hemos. So we have hemos. We have bought something. Hemos comprado algo. We have bought something. Hemos comprado algo. We have learnt a lot. Hemos aprendido mucho. Hemos aprendido mucho. And the last one, they have. As always, they, the ending is with an N, and it's an, H-A-N, an. Han salido, they have gone out. Han pagado, they have paid. Or no han pagado, they haven't paid. Han trabajado aquí, they have worked here. So let's practice these. You can have the grid on the screen for support, and as before, you can fade that support out when you feel more confident. So how would you say he has practiced a lot. He has practiced a lot. And to practice, practicar. So he has practiced a lot would be ha practicado mucho. Ha practicado mucho. How would you say, we have eaten at home. We have eaten at home. Hemos comido en casa. Hemos comido en casa. What about I have spoken with Maria. I have spoken with Maria. And that's how it works in Spanish, in the same way as in America, they say to speak with someone, and that's what it is in Spanish as well. I have spoken with Maria. What would that be? He hablado con María. He hablado con María. How would you ask the question, have you spoken to María? Or have you spoken with María? ¿Has hablado con María? ¿Has hablado con María? And how about he has gone out with María. He has gone out with María. Has salido con María. Has salido con María. And finally, how about they have played at home. They have played at home. And that would be the same for the children have played at home or a football team have played at home. Han jugado en casa. Han jugado en casa.